Hello, everyone. Today on Good Morning Maine, Maine lawmakers approve a historic bill that calls for developing offshore wind energy off the Gulf of Maine.
Plus, Ellsworth's city manager is stepping down, but he'll still be a familiar face around town.
And parents who have begun back-to-school shopping are facing sticker shock as the prices continue to rise.
Good morning and welcome to Good Morning Maine. I'm Emma Smith.
And I'm Craig Colson. We'll have all those stories coming up this morning, but first a check of that forecast. Looks like after a couple of pretty nice days around here, it's been very nice, sunny, hot summer weather.
Perfect summer weather.
Looks like we'll have a little bit of weather to cool things down a little bit. Some storms moving in later today, but don't worry if you're on vacation in Maine because the sunny weather will return tomorrow.
Yeah, and if you're trying to make weekend plans, maybe go to the fair or do any of the cool stuff that's going on this weekend, looks like you have good luck on your side.
Awesome.
Here's Devin Biggs with the forecast.
And thank you very much, Craig and Emma. Happy Thursday. Your first weather forecast brought to you by Spalding's Bangor Radiator and Rust Check. Don't let rust get the best of your car. Protect it with Spalding's Bangor Radiator and Rust Check. Schedule your service now. All right, let's get into things this morning. Maybe some areas have dense fog in just a few spots. So you notice a few reductions of visibility near Millinocket and Waterville this morning. Everyone also looking pretty good. So it's very hit and miss with any kind of fog that we might be experiencing out there this morning. But otherwise, though, we're looking pretty good. Otherwise, we do have some storms in the northern parts of the state earlier this morning, but a lot of that has since started to back off. Clouds will continue to move in as the day progresses on. We'll be watching out for showers and thunderstorms today. Some of those may turn strong to severe and producing some gusty winds and small hail. We'll watch the system off to the west. It's going to be tracking out towards the east. So by this afternoon, we'll be watching out for chances for showers and storms that we'll need to keep an eye on. So moving forward, here we go. By around 2 to 3 o'clock in the afternoon, we'll start to watch these moving through. Then later on tonight, things start to back off. And by early tomorrow morning, a lot calmer, maybe some areas of dense fog, but the sun will be coming out as well. As for the wind, though, maybe at around 5 to 10 miles per hour, maybe a few higher gusts at times, but calming down later on tonight and looking pretty good as we head towards the daytime tomorrow. So for today, scattered showers and thunderstorms on the way with highs in the lower 80s and south when getting up to about 5 to 10 miles per hour. Your hourly forecast for the rest of the morning and afternoon period, increasing clouds, showers and thunderstorms on the way, temperatures cooling off in the afternoon. Your full 5-day forecast is coming up. Craig and Emma.
All right, thank you, Devin. The deputy superintendent of 2 correctional facilities is facing charges in connection with what authorities described as a long-standing kickback scheme. Gerald Merrill was charged with theft and bribery in official and political matters back on July 24th. He is currently the deputy superintendent of the Mountain View Correctional Facility in Charleston and the Down East Correctional Facility in Machiasport. Detectives with the Maine Attorney General's office say Merrill allegedly engaged in a scheme using state funds to purchase products from certain vendors in exchange for illegal kickback payments. An investigation was launched after the Maine State Auditor's Office noticed an irregular volume of funds being spent on purchase cards under Merrill's control. On July 25th, Attorney General, detectives, and members of the state police searched the Mountain View Correctional Facility and Merrill's home. They took Merrill into custody, and he was taken to the Penobscot County Jail. Maine Department of Corrections Commissioner Randall Liberty issued a statement saying, quote, "I am deeply disturbed by these allegations and fully support the actions of the Attorney General's office. The Maine Department of Corrections expects its employees, like all state employees, to adhere to the highest standards of ethical and professional conduct, and failure to do so is unacceptable." Merrill made his initial court appearance in Bangor yesterday. His bail was set at $5,000 cash.
The Penobscot County Grand Jury has indicted a Bangor man accused of stabbing a minor multiple times. 18-year-old Aiden Zaugi was indicted on charges of elevated aggravated assault and attempted aggravated assault. The alleged incident happened near Shaw's Supermarket on Main Street in Bangor in April. A Hamden man charged with burglarizing 4 Bangor businesses was also indicted. 32-year-old Christopher Archer was arrested on April 28th. Bangor police responded to a call about a burglary at Hammond Lumber. They say they found tarps covering stolen items from the business behind Hammond Lumber. While they were searching the area, they encountered Archer riding an ATV. He was caught after a brief pursuit. Archer was indicted on a variety of charges, including burglary, theft, and violation of conditions of release.
A Glenburn woman accused of stealing from a Bangor business has also been indicted by the Penobscot County Grand Jury, and this one hits pretty close to home for us here at the television station. Melissa Moran is the former office manager here at WVII-WFVX. She's accused of taking more than $250,000. General Manager Mike Palmer said, quote, "Our business is the victim of a serious theft. A former long-term and trusted employee is under investigation. We're happy charges are being brought." Moran had worked at the TV station since 2011 and departed several months ago after the alleged theft was revealed. She was indicted for theft by unauthorized taking.
A motorcyclist was killed Wednesday after colliding with two other vehicles in York. Police say it happened in the area of Spur Road around 4:30. Investigators say Kyle Rockwood of York was driving east when he collided with a car in the middle of the intersection with Spur Road and the I-95 off-ramp. Another car then collided with both vehicles. Rockwood was pronounced dead at the scene. The investigation into the crash is now underway.
Flavored tobacco products will not be banned in Maine this year. The Maine legislature decided to table the bill, officially pushing a final decision off until next year. The bill was first introduced in December of last year and was passed by the Senate in June. Now the House of Representatives has decided to table the bill and revisit the matter in 2024.
Tobacco companies have a lot of money to dump into research and development and marketing, and they know that 95% of adult smokers start before they turn 21, and they know that these flavors appeal to kids.
Flavors Hook Kids Maine is a coalition consisting of public health experts and community partners. They've been the driving force behind that proposed ban. They say this legislation would help reduce tobacco use among middle and high schoolers.
This isn't removing products universally. It's not prohibition. It's not the war on drugs. This is meant to reduce the opportunity for kids to get hooked on something that is addictive.
If passed, Maine will join Massachusetts, California, and others who have already instituted a statewide ban.
A bill that would create an offshore wind program in the Gulf of Maine is being sent to the governor's desk. Our Matthew Duranczyk spoke to industry leaders across the state and has more.
This is a major win on all fronts, and this is a really great representation of how clean energy can support our state's economy, our state's health, and our state's workforce.
One front that sees this as a crucial win, those representing workers. Laborers International Union of North America's Regional Director Jason Shedlock says it creates new clean energy sustaining jobs for Mainers by Mainers.
Because of the sheer number of jobs that this is going to create and sustain, chances are that someone in the state of Maine will never see an offshore wind turbine, but they will know somebody, either themselves or somebody that they're close to, that has a job because of the industry.
New jobs aren't the only thing on the horizon. Mainers will have the opportunity to put some money back in their wallets. Caldwell says offshore wind projects are expected to produce roughly 3 gigawatts of electricity by 2040. He says Mainers will see lower electric bills and switching to clean energy.
Having durable clean energy in the Gulf of Maine, right here in Maine, will really stabilize energy prices for the long term and make our grid a lot more reliable as well.
The bill is now sitting on the governor's desk awaiting her signature. Shedlock says it creates a Maine-based blueprint for anyone to use going forward.
Maine's motto is Dirigo, and we certainly led in this way on this industry. We're proud to do it, and we look forward to operationalizing this.
In Augusta, Matthew Duranczyk, ABC7 and Fox 22 News.
We'll be hearing lots more about that, I'm sure.
Changes coming to the coast.
Yeah.
Time now is 8:09. Coming up next on Good Morning Maine, the city manager of Ellsworth says he won't be renewing his contract, but he won't be going far. We'll have the latest.
But first, another check of that weather forecast. We can expect scattered showers and thunderstorms moving into the area later on today. The highs will be near 81 degrees, not until much later this afternoon, though. Chance of thunderstorms overnight. It'll be foggy as well, with lows dropping down to the mid-60s. Tomorrow, a gorgeous, beautiful sunny day. The highs on Friday around 88.
These days, you can buy a new mattress anywhere. However, getting the right mattress at the right price will keep you up at night. When you're ready for a new mattress, come to Dorsey's. We've delivered more mattresses to this area than any other retailer. With over 48 years of experience, the largest in-stock selection, plus our 30-night sleep guarantee, we've got the right mattress for you at a great price. Dorsey Furniture, Route 1A, Holden. Sleep well, my friends.
You should Angie that.
Angie what?
Angie that. It means comparing custom quotes from skilled service professionals or booking at an upfront price so you can find the best price for you. Get started today at Angie.com.
In 16 years, Greg Gerstner will land the perfect cannonball with friends he's already meeting now at AARP volunteer and community events to help make sure his happiness lives as long as he does. The younger you are, the more you need AARP.
If you or a loved one has been diagnosed with mesothelioma or asbestos-related lung cancer, contact the law offices of Joe Bornstein to learn about your legal rights. Maine has the highest rate of mesothelioma fatalities in the U.S. You may be eligible to receive compensation if you were exposed to asbestos products while working in a shipyard, mill, factory, or construction site. For a free case evaluation, dial 207-CALL-JOE or online at joebornstein.com.
Live from the Maine Lobster Festival in Rockland, it's the Lobster Crate Races. Watch all the excitement, the thrills, splashes and spills in the chilly waters as crowds cheer on racers of all ages. Lobster Crate Races, live from the Maine Lobster Festival in Rockland, Sunday, August 6th, starting at 1:30 p.m. And you can only watch it on Fox 22.
Construction is underway to replace a nearly century-old bridge in Mid-Coast Maine with a newer, safer one. Maine DOT says the Frank J. Wood Bridge between Brunswick and Topsom carries Route 201 over the Androscoggin River. Engineers say the bridge is, quote, fracture critical and in poor condition. Maine DOT says the nearly $50 million project won't be finished until late 2026, but it should be open to traffic sooner. Construction was delayed after a years-long fight by some who wanted to preserve the historic bridge.
Good idea. This bridge right here is too dangerous. I mean, if you look underneath, the concrete is all chipped and ready to go. And it looks like the design on the new bridge, good modern design.
Right now, commercial traffic is prohibited from using the bridge. It's been inspected every 6 months due to its condition. Normally, bridges are only inspected every 2 years.
Meanwhile, an Ellsworth city official has announced he will not be renewing his contract. Our Devin Dagnall met with him to discuss the decision and reflects on the work that he has done.
Glenn Mosier has served the city of Ellsworth for 3 years as its city manager and chief of police. But recently, he decided it was time to hang up one of those hats.
Last week, in an executive session with the city council, I advised them that when my current contract expires on January 16th of 2024, I will not be seeking a new contract.
Starting next year, Mosier will shift his entire focus to being the city's police chief. Mosier says he's incredibly proud of the work he's accomplished during his tenure, but he feels it's been overshadowed by a constant questioning of his motives. That questioning has been one of the main contributors to his recent decision.
I think the biggest challenge for me has been the constant comments or the constant negativity towards my dual role. Going into it, I believe that if I just, if I worked hard and I did the right thing and, and the city was striving, then I believed, that a lot of that talk would go away. And ultimately, it just hasn't stopped the noise.
As Mosier prepares to step down from his position, he promises to do everything he can to make the transition as smooth as possible.
The council, I believe in August, is going to discuss whether they want to, how they want to go about beginning the search for a new city manager. But I've made it very clear to the council that I'm not going anywhere, so they can feel free to take their time and make sure that the person they select is the right person for the job.
In Ellsworth, Devin Dagnall, ABC7 and Fox 22 News.
The Maine Department of Transportation is seeking public feedback to help reduce carbon emissions in the state. The department will be receiving nearly $30 million in funding for carbon reduction under the federal bipartisan infrastructure law. The department says the funding could be used in a variety of ways to lower carbon emissions, including expanding Maine's electric vehicle charging network, improving public transit options, or developing more bike and walking paths.
We're trying to do the best we can to come up with, a strategy that works for all the people in Maine. That's easier for us to do when we get feedback from folks and when we hear what people want to see. If people provide us with feedback, that can give us ideas that we might not have otherwise had.
The department will be accepting public comments until August 7th. To share your input on the department's carbon reduction plan and how funding should be used, visit maine.gov/MDOT.
Time to add your input if you want to.
I think that's extremely valuable.
Yeah.
Yep. The time now is 8:16. After the break, we know that parents and students alike don't want to think about it yet, but back to school is right around the corner.
We'll get the rundown on how the cost of school supplies has changed this year, not necessarily for the better either. That and more as Good Morning Maine continues.
Moosehead Medicine, Greenville's favorite dispensary. Our knowledgeable staff will guide you on your journey to find the perfect remedy specifically for you. From pain relief to relaxation, Moosehead Medicine has what you need to improve your well-being. Stop by Moosehead Medicine today and discover the power of nature's healing.
Here at the Eddington store, we have what you're craving. From Holton Dairy Farm products to our daily breakfast, lunch, and dinner specials. Did I mention we have fresh cut meats? From hamburger to steaks and even fresh produce, we have what you're craving. And while you're here, don't forget your ice cream at the Dairy Bar and homemade whoopie pies. Are you low on fuel? We offer gas, diesel, and propane too. The Eddington store, for more than your average convenience store. We look forward to seeing you.
I love working for Skowhegan Savings Bank. Customers aren't just a number here. Employees aren't just a number. We know about our customers. We know their names. We know their pet names. We know their children. We know what's going on in their life. And that's what Skowhegan Savings Bank is about building relationships with our customers so that we can help them, whatever their financial needs are. I am so thankful that I made the choice to move to Skowhegan Savings Bank 27 years ago.
Are plumbing problems giving you a headache? Look no further than Sprague's Plumbing Solutions. With more than 10 years' experience, Sprague's Plumbing Solutions has the knowledge to assist with your plumbing issues. Whether it's a service, remodel, new build, or commercial, we've got you covered. For reliable, professional plumbing services, call Sprague's Plumbing Solutions today for a free estimate. 951-1637. We're here to make your plumbing problems disappear.
Moosehead Medicine, Greenville's favorite dispensary. Our knowledgeable staff will guide you on your journey to find the perfect remedy specifically for you. From pain relief to relaxation, Moosehead Medicine has what you need to improve your well-being. Stop by Moosehead Medicine today and discover the power of nature's healing.
Welcome back to Good Morning Maine. Well, although nobody wants to talk about school just yet, it's right around the corner, and shoppers should be prepared for a hit to their wallets this year. As experts say, the cost of school supplies is notably higher. Our Grace Blanchard has more details.
It's scary because not everybody can afford that.
Back-to-school shoppers may want to start deal hunting early this year as new data shows increases in the cost of supplies.
They want you to get all these supplies to go back to school, and it gets really expensive really quick.
According to data from e-commerce accelerator Pattern, these back-to-school supplies have seen higher than normal inflation over the last year, with increases around 5% or more.
These are the items that are seeing the largest increases in prices. It's those ones that are kind of rapid use, semi-disposable, or high-velocity use sort of products.
The U.S. Bureau of Labor Statistics recently reported that inflation rose at least 4% for major categories of goods during the last year. And experts say this is not only potentially impacting parents, but also teachers.
Some teachers who are actually paying for these things out of pocket. So, and the ones that the things they're paying for out of pocket typically are the ones that are up most in price.
And parents like LaFonte say they are already seeing the impact of these increases.
It's usually $50 on just them type of supplies. Then you have a backpack and a lunchbox So yeah, your price is up near $70, $75 just to go back to school.
Grace Blanchard, ABC 7 and Fox 22 News.
Boy, for some families, it's no problem at all, just an inconvenience. But for others, I mean, it's really a matter of, do I pay this bill or do I get my kid the,
right.
What he needs for school?
Right, and a lot of teachers have lists of stuff you got to come prepared with. I know some teachers are doing GoFundMes because they take it upon themselves to get those supplies for their classroom. So maybe if you can support stuff like that or donate stuff to, Penguis has that backpack drive at the end of August. So
there's already a few school supply drives underway too. So kind of pay attention in your community, and if you add a few bucks into it,
or if you need it, like either way,
or if you need it,
right?
It's there. It's there if you need it.
Yep.
So.
Yep. All right. The time now is 8:20.
Let's talk about the forecast. Here's Devin.
Alrighty, Craig and Emma, thank you very much. Your full weather forecast brought to you by Spalding's Bangor Radiator and Rust Check. Don't let rust get the best of your car. Protect it with Spalding's Bangor Radiator and Rust Check. Schedule your service now. All right, let's get into things this morning. We had a little bit of fog in Alrighty, Craig and Emma, thank you very much. Your full weather forecast brought to you by Spalding's Bangor Radiator and Rust Check. Don't let rust get the best of your car. Protect it with Spalding's Bangor Radiator and Rust Check. Schedule your service now. All right, let's get into things this morning. We had a little bit of fog in a few spots this morning, mainly near the Waterville area, near Augusta, and maybe just off to the north and east and south and west as well. But for most of us, we're looking pretty good visibility, looking pretty good as we start things off on this Thursday morning. We had some showers and storms in the northern parts of the state last night. A lot of that has backed off, but otherwise for us, increasing clouds is a general idea today, so we're going to be watching out for showers and storms. That'll be tracking from the west, going toward the east with this system right about in here, already developing out there this morning. That'll bring us some of those storms during the afternoon period. Some of those make it on the stronger side, producing some gusty winds and small hail. So let's time this out, though. So by around 2 to 3 o'clock in the afternoon, we'll start to see this moving in. The worst of it, though, pretty much as we're coming home from work between 5, 6, 7 o'clock, we'll start to see this moving through. Then later on, things start to calm down. So by tomorrow morning, we'll start to look a lot better. Any clouds or fog out there will start to go away, and we'll see a lot of sunshine as we head towards your Friday. So it'll be a nice way to finish off the week. Maybe a few storms in the northern parts of the state as we head towards Friday evening, but everyone else, we're looking pretty good. Maybe a slight chance for storms as we head towards early Saturday morning. Otherwise, here's a chance, for today. A marginal risk with a slight risk just off to the south and west, you're going to be watching for chances for hail and some wind with some of these storms, so we'll keep an eye on that as the day progresses on. Otherwise, rainfall chances pretty decent today. Some spots will see up to an inch of rain or more today before we're all finished up, with a little bit more rain on the way as we run through Saturday. So we're not in drought, but rainfall is on the way, though, so I have to keep an eye on that as well. There was some heavy downpours possible in a few spots. Average high temperature, 81 degrees, lower 80s today, upper 80s as we head towards your Friday, cooling off Saturday into the upper 70s, mid-70s on the way Sunday, Monday to Tuesday, back in the upper 70s again as we head towards your Wednesday. Dew points, they'll be up there again with middle to upper 60s on the way, maybe getting close to the 70-degree mark, so feeling humid out there, but by Saturday and beyond, dew points start to go down, so by Sunday, Monday to Tuesday, feeling more comfortable to get outside. Forecast for today, lower 80 scattered showers and thunderstorms on the way, while the south wind getting up to about 5 to 10 miles per hour. Later on time, middle 60s, some thunderstorms early, then clouds and fog overnight with that northwest wind at about 5 miles per hour. As we head towards tomorrow, upper 80s, mostly sunny, northwest wind at about 5 to 10 miles per hour. Alrighty, here's a look at your extended forecast brought to you by Spalding's Bangor Radiator and Rust Check. More storm chances for you Saturday, highs in the upper 70s, mid-70s on Sunday with a partly cloudy sky, and partly cloudy Monday, highs in the mid-70s.
10 years from today, Lisa Schneider will become the undisputed leader of a ginormous pack of dogs. Rescue dogs, to be exact. A second act made possible by the career reskilling courses Lisa's already taking now with AARP to help make sure her income lives as long as she does, so she can finally run with the big dogs and the small dogs who just think they're big dogs. That's why the younger you are, the more you need AARP.
Are you looking at buying a house and would like financing options through the Maine State Housing Authority? Stearns Farm Subdivision on Main Road North in Hamden has 32 houses for sale, which have 2 bedrooms, 1 bathroom, and a 1-car garage for a combined total of 1,400 square feet. In order to qualify for financing, you will need to meet the criteria of the Maine Housing Authority and have a household income of less than $97,900. Please reach out to David Smallwood for more information. 949-3506.
Make your waterfront even more fun and more functional than it already is with a ShoreMaster premium dock system from Hammond Lumber Company. Hammond is the country's largest stocking ShoreMaster dealer, with standing docks, rolling docks, floating docks, and boat lifts for any watercraft. ShoreMaster's nearly limitless customization options make it easy to create the perfect dock system for your needs. Take your shoreline to the next level with ShoreMaster from Hammond Lumber Company.
ABC 7, Fox 22, El Dorado Tattoos, and Graham's 5 and Dime want to send you to see Santana live in concert on his 1001 Rainbows Tour, Wednesday, August 2nd at the Main Savings Amphitheater in Bangor. Sign up to win tickets by registering at El Dorado Tattoos, Bangor's traditional street shop, where walk-ins are always welcome, or Graham's 5 and Dime in Newport. Stop in to elevate your wellness today. Win tickets to see Santana August 2nd on the Bangor waterfront.
Welcome back to Good Morning Maine. 11 people were injured when a crane caught fire and partially collapsed in New York City. It was around 7:30 Wednesday morning during the rush hour when flames began shooting from the crane on the side of a high-rise building. Parts of the structure came crashing down on a nearby building before littering the street with debris. One woman was injured when the crane struck her apartment building, showering her with glass from broken windows. A total of 11 people were hospitalized with non-life-threatening injuries. Officials suspect a hydraulic leak caused the fire that led to that collapse.
In an unexpected turn, the Hunter Biden plea deal is off for now. After hours of scrutiny, the judge overseeing the Biden hearing ordered both sides to continue talking and return to court next month. A key question: would the plea deal grant Hunter Biden immunity for other possible crimes? ABC's Justin Finch in Washington with a closer look.
In Wilmington, Delaware, a courtroom cliffhanger. Federal Judge Mary Ellen Noreika finding fault in the plea deal reached by Hunter Biden's lawyers and Donald Trump-appointed Delaware U.S. Attorney David Weiss. That deal calling for Hunter Biden to plead guilty to 2 misdemeanor charges for failing to file taxes in 2017 and 2018. And prosecutors agreed not to prosecute the younger Biden for lying about his drug use during a 2018 gun purchase, provided he remained drug-free for 2 years. Judge Noreika saying she would not rubber stamp that deal and asking, is this even constitutional? Many Capitol Hill Republicans slammed that plea agreement as special treatment.
And yet, if this wasn't Hunter Biden, it is likely he wouldn't have been prosecuted at all.
Noreika, a Trump-appointed judge, also inquiring if that deal would have given Hunter Biden immunity from prosecution for other potential crimes he may have committed, including business dealings with China and Ukraine. When a prosecutor answered no, Hunter Biden's lawyer, Chris Clark, declared the agreement null and void. The hearing ending with the judge ordering both sides to resume talks and return to court in about 30 days, with no guarantees that she would accept or deny their new compromise.
The judge is the ultimate arbiter of the law, not of the defendant's rights or the prosecution's rights.
Hunter Biden pleaded not guilty to those tax charges as negotiations continue. Prosecutors also informed the judge that there's still another ongoing investigation into the president's only living son. Justin Finch, ABC News, Washington.
Meanwhile, there are serious health concerns for one of the most powerful men in Washington. Senator Mitch McConnell caused concerns Wednesday when he suddenly froze during a press conference. He later returned and insisted that he's fine. ABC's Andrew Dimbert with that story.
Senate Minority Leader Mitch McConnell made light of the frightening moment yesterday when he was seemingly unable to speak to reporters. He joked last night that he was sandbagged, referring to President Biden's recent fall over a sandbag at a graduation ceremony.
Well, the president called to check on me. I told him I got sandbagged.
Oh, nice. How are you feeling now, sir? How are you feeling now?
I'm fine.
Have you seen a doctor? Or are you going to
Any idea what happened?
Huh?
Any idea what happened?
I'm fine. That's the
dehydrated?
Got to watch those sandbags.
House Speaker Kevin McCarthy says he met with McConnell after the incident.
There was no concerns about his health in their meeting.
The 81-year-old Republican leader appeared to freeze mid-sentence during Wednesday's news conference.
And cooperation and a string of
standing silent for more than 20 seconds before he was led away. McConnell's colleagues, including Senator John Barrasso, who is a doctor, were clearly worried.
Do you want to say anything else to the press?
Go ahead, John.
Aides say McConnell felt lightheaded. He returned to the podium minutes later to say he was fine.
I can't make a diagnosis on the basis of a video alone, but I think what we can say is it seems as though a neurologic event of some kind has happened here.
Dr. Leah Kroll, a neurologist who has not treated McConnell, says his concussion 4 months ago and yesterday's incident could be related.
So we think about things like low blood pressure, dehydration, medication side effects, but we also worry about seizure, TIA, which stands for transient ischemic attack, that's a mini stroke, or even a minor stroke. Those are some of the conditions we would consider.
Andrew Dimbert, ABC News, New York.
Scary.
Concerning. Coming up on the second half of our newscast, a unique experimental art display is taking shape in downtown Bangor.
We'll check out the Umbrella Sky Project as Good Morning Maine continues.
Comfy, cozy, relaxing. Not Joe. Joe's Furniture. Joe's Furniture Warehouse in Newport is the place to find rockers, recliners, sofas, and easy chairs. Quality furniture, affordable prices. Not your average Joe. Joe's Furniture Warehouse, Grogan Avenue in Newport.
This is the 2023 Nissan Rogue. With a surprisingly fuel-efficient VC turbo engine. You can go from zero to fun in no time and leave basic far behind. The 2023 Nissan Rogue. Anything but basic.
Get a low $299 per month lease or get 0% financing for 36 months on select Rogue trims.
Durable, sturdy, stylish. Not Joe. Joe's Furniture. Joe's Furniture Warehouse in Newport is the place to find solid wood, built to last, made in Maine dressers, bureaus, and nightstands. Not your average Joe. Joe's Furniture Warehouse, Grogan Avenue in Newport.
You're watching Fox 22, Bangor.
Welcome back, everyone. Today is Thursday, July 27th, 2023. Today is also National Korean War Veterans Armistice Day.
Each year, both America and South Korea observe this day, intended to commemorate and recognize the peace treaty that triggered a ceasefire in a long-standing war. During the war, approximately 50,000 American troops died in the conflict, and over 100,000 American troops were wounded, with, of course, thousands of others being taken as prisoners of war. This day is also intended to thank a Korean War vet that you know or may meet.
This was a huge conflict, a huge thing in American history, and yet we really don't hear much about it. It is kind of known as the Forgotten War.
Right.
But I encourage people to learn more about it. Just an incredible story, and an awful lot of people from right here in this area served in Korea, too.
Absolutely.
So it's a way to honor them.
Yeah, I know. And of course, there's news of South Korea, North Korea in the news every day, and concerning stuff right now.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah. All right, on this day in history, back in 1909, Orville Wright tested the first U.S. Army airplane, flying for over an hour. In 1919, the Chicago race riot of 1919 was ignited after a young black man was stoned and drowned in Lake Michigan for simply swimming in an area reserved for whites only. And on this day in 1953, as we were mentioning, North Korea and the United Nations signed an armistice to stop fighting and divide Korea at the 38th parallel. And that's the way it stands today.
Right. And on this day in 1996, a pipe bomb exploded in the Olympic Centennial Park in Atlanta, killing one person and injuring 111. This was the first terrorist attack at the Olympics since 1972 in Munich, West Germany. All right, and for birthdays today, we have actress and comedian Maya Rudolph. She's 51 today. Actress Taylor Schilling, known for her role as Piper on the Netflix series Orange is the New Black, is 39 today. And retired professional baseball player Alex Rodriguez, also known as A-Rod, is 48 today. Not a lot of A-Rod fans in this neck of the
Probably
woods,
not.
though.
Yeah, he's living the life, though, of a big-time celebrity. And,
right.
You know.
He's retired.
Yeah, good for him.
He's fine.
Yeah.
Except for being divorced from Jennifer Lopez. I'm sure that's kind of a bummer.
I don't know.
Who knows?
Depends on how you look at it.
True.
Yeah, he might be pretty darn pleased he's divorced from her.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know. Good for Ben. What's his name?
Affleck.
Ben Affleck, yeah. I love Ben Affleck.
Maybe it's good for him, maybe not. I don't know.
Yeah, nobody can say.
Yeah.
Okay, moving on now. Some rain today.
Rain today, gone tomorrow.
I know.
Yeah.
It's kind of perfect if you have the weekend off. It looks good.
Yeah.
Yep. Here's Devin Biggs.
And thank you very much, Craig and Emma. Happy Thursday. Your first weather forecast brought to you by Spalding's Bangor Radiator and Rust Check. Don't let rust get the best of your car. Protect it with Spalding's Bangor Radiator and Rust Check. Schedule your service now. All right, let's get into things this morning. Maybe some areas have dense fog and just a few spots there. You notice a few reductions of visibility near Millinocket and Waterville this morning. Everyone also looking pretty good. So it's very hit and miss with any kind of fog that we might be experiencing out there this morning. But otherwise, though, we're looking pretty good otherwise. We do have some storms in the northern parts of the state earlier this morning, but a lot of that has since started to back off. Clouds will continue to move in as the day progresses on. We'll be watching out for showers and thunderstorms today. Some of those may turn strong to severe and producing some gusty winds and small hail. We'll watch the system off to the west. It's going to be tracking off towards the east. So by this afternoon, we'll be watching out for chances for showers and storms that we'll need to keep an eye on. So moving forward, here we go. By around 2 to 3 o'clock in the afternoon, we'll start to watch these moving through. Then later on tonight, things start to back off. And by early tomorrow morning, a lot calmer, maybe some areas of dense fog, but the sun will be coming out as well. As for the wind, though, maybe at around 5 to 10 miles per hour, maybe a few higher gusts at times, but calming down later on tonight and looking pretty good as we head towards the daytime tomorrow. So for today, scattered showers and thunderstorms on the way with highs in the lower 80s and south when getting up to about 5 to 10 miles per hour. Your hourly forecast for the rest of the morning and afternoon period, increasing clouds, showers and thunderstorms on the way, temperatures cooling off in the afternoon. Your full 5-day forecast is coming up. Craig and Emma?
Thank you, Devin. Well, those of you traveling through downtown Bangor yesterday may have noticed a colorful display coming together in the skies above Cross Street.
Our David Ledford brings us a closer look at that project.
It's a major tourist attraction, and so it's the kind of thing we can put in a brochure.
An experiential art display inspired by the Mary Poppins film is starting to take shape in downtown Bangor. A canopy of multicolored umbrellas will hang above Cross Street from now until October as part of the Umbrella Sky project, a collection of more than 170 art installations worldwide, including Portugal, Paris, Madrid, and now Bangor. The city's iteration of the project is a joint effort between the Downtown Bangor Partnership and Northern Light Eastern Maine Medical Center.
We want people to really take a moment and pause and say, how am I? How are the people around us? How can we take care of each other? How can we be a better community? So our collaboration, it has people look up for inspiration to have that kind of uplifting experience.
The Downtown Bangor Partnership has been working to make the installation a reality for more than 3 years in an effort to bring joy to the community.
It provides a space to gather and activates a street that is otherwise a little bit quiet, to give people a sense of whimsy and help them find a place to connect and pause in busy environments.
In addition to spreading positivity, some are hoping the installation will draw more visitors to the downtown area to help stimulate business for local shop owners.
It's going to be really fun for the tourists coming down, and anything we can do to draw new people downtown. There's a lot of people that haven't been shopping downtown for a lot of years, and now we're doing so many things.
The umbrellas will go up every May and come down each October for the next 3 years. The Downtown Bangor Partnership and Northern Light will hold a launch party for the Umbrella Project on Monday, July 31st, from 4:30 to 7 p.m. In Bangor, David Ledford, ABC 7 and Fox 22 News.
Very pretty.
Yeah, they're perfect addition.
Make sure if you're heading downtown Bangor, just kind of turn left and look up the street there, or right, depending on which way you're going.
Yeah.
You know,
and there's business. I think it's great because there's a lot of businesses right around that corner on Congress Street that you may not necessarily notice. So
Harvest Moon Deli, among others, up there.
Yeah, 2 Feet Brewing.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, still to come here this morning, Ryan Sudol will have the latest with sports.
And we'll also meet a very, very cute doggy on this week's Pet of the Week segment.
I want to go to Bangor Humane right after my shift.
Don't go away.
Looking to buy or sell a home? The More True team of Better Homes and Gardens works throughout the state of Maine with both buyers and sellers with a focus on the greater Bangor area. Give the ladies of the More True team a call today or visit their Facebook page.
Your roof is your first line of defense against the elements. Ensure it's always at peak performance with Peak Performance Roofing. With more than 20 years of experience in the roofing industry, our professionals provide quality craftsmanship and expertise that you can rely on. We are fully insured and stand behind our work. You can trust us to get the job done right the first time. Don't wait until it's too late. Contact Peak Performance Roofing today to schedule your free estimate. 416-8301. Peak Performance Roofing. Your roof is our priority. Who has the best kept secret in Penobscot County?
We do!
Welcome to Maple Lane Farms, a fifth-generation family farm that's committed to providing you with the best quality products. Our farm-raised local and sustainable meat is flash frozen to lock in the freshness and natural flavors. Experience the top-notch quality of our meat that's naturally raised without any antibiotics or hormones. Get the best of both worlds, quality and affordability. Try Maple Lane Farms today, the candy store for the carnivore. ABC7, Fox 22, Puffer's Place, and Rocksteady Remedies want to send you to see Joe Russo's Almost Dead live in concert Sunday, August 6th at the Main Savings Amphitheater in Bangor. Sign up to win tickets by registering at Puffer's Place for a great selection of pipes, t-shirts, herbs, incense, CBD, and more. Only 5 minutes from Dexter or Rocksteady Remedies in Bangor. Quality medical and recreational under one roof. Win tickets to see Joe Russo's Almost Dead August 6th on the Bangor waterfront.
Looking to buy or sell a home? The More True team of Better Homes and Gardens works throughout the state of Maine with both buyers and sellers with a focus on the greater Bangor area. Give the ladies of the More True team a call today or visit their Facebook page.
Issue an alert. Our missing person just became the prime suspect.
Don't miss Alert tonight on Fox.
Hey everybody, Ryan Sudol here. Thank you so much for joining us. Football season is finally here. Day one of the NFL season began in Foxborough with the Patriots taking the field for the first day of training camp Wednesday morning. Gates opened at 8 a.m. and the temps were close to 90, but over 6,000 fans showed up to catch the first practice of the season. There are a lot of questions and stories to follow at camp this year, such as what is the Bill O'Brien offense going to look like after a year with Matt Patricia at the helm? After missing the playoffs and finishing 8-9 a season ago, a lot of questions were surrounding the play of Mac Jones, and he says he's looking forward to the fresh start in year 3.
I think the biggest thing that we've all talked about is just having a fresh start. I think there's a lot of learning experiences from last year that we've talked about, and this year it's all about just working together, right? You got to come up with a plan and then obviously talk about it and then execute it. So I'm excited for that part of it. Really just for me, just trying to be really consistent, try not to ride the wave and just stay my course.
Okay, now let's go to some UMaine news. A Black Bear track and field athlete has been named among one of the best in her country and will soon get to show why on the big stage. Mackenzie Wilson, a fifth-year thrower, will be competing at the Canadian Track and Field Championships in Langley, BC, starting Thursday. The Ontario native had a stellar 2023, winning the America East and New England hammer throw titles, as well as setting a school record at 61.58 meters. Wilson competed at hammer throw at Nationals last year, finishing 8th, and she feels that experience alone gives her an advantage.
There's a lot to take in because it's my first big girl meet, if you will. Like Cameron Rogers, Jillian Weir, they're Olympians. Going from competing against NCAA athletes to Olympians is a little bit of a change. But because I've seen that before, I have a little bit of a better, understanding of how to deal with the pressure.
As Wilson pointed out, Olympians are in the field. Those two she mentioned, Cam Rogers and Jillian Weir, are expected to go 1-2 in the event for the second year in a row. While she doesn't expect to finish as high, she revels in the opportunity to share a stage with them and will use what she sees and learns as she heads into the coming school year.
Having two Olympians from our country is amazing in my event, but I also absolutely love being right beside them in seeing what they do to prepare for competition, how they act in a competition, learning from them. It's so surreal that I am competing with Olympians in itself. I think that's absolutely incredible.
Okay, staying with the University of Maine now, Maine men's basketball guard Kellen Tynes just recently brought home a silver medal playing with Team Canada in Global Jam. Global Jam is an event put on by Team Canada to give their players some national exposure and a chance to play on their home soil. Tynes was invited to training camp with a group of other players and was selected to the final roster. He made a showing too. He says his favorite memory from the week is their comeback win against Germany in the semis, where he had 9 steals, 9 assists, and 12 points. And the Nova Scotia native says playing for his home country was a dream come true.
Playing Team Canada has always been a dream of mine, so, to be able to do that, represent, me and my family, my country, and, even the school, like, it was a great honor, and, I was super fortunate and blessed to, play for Team Canada.
The Global Jam field consisted of Team Canada, Germany, Africa, and USA, with Kentucky's squad representing USA. But most of the guys Tynes played with and against there were professional FIBA players from their home country, and he says the experience really helped to prepare him for the season ahead.
It was a great experience. We were playing against, professional teams, professional players, and, we got to play Kentucky in preseason pretty much. So not a lot of people get to do that. So it was a great experience, really good competition. Just going in there playing, like, I didn't know what to expect. FIBA was a lot more physical, and, the guys are professionals, so they had a lot of tricks that I didn't know about and stuff like that. But it was good. I felt like I played good, and it was a good adjustment for me. So.
And lastly, to the Boston Bruins and the retirement of arguably one of the biggest and most important Boston area sports stars of this century. Patrice Bergeron officially addressed his decision to retire in a press conference Wednesday. Bergeron says he wanted to retire at the top of his game and did just that, winning the Selke Trophy for Best Defenseman in his final 2 seasons. Bergeron says he's also looking forward to spending more time with his family and was quick to thank the city of Boston for taking him and his family in with open arms.
The city really took me under its wing and embraced me, and it's been special. So the fans and everyone, I'm thankful for the memories and everything that you guys have brought to me and my family.
Yeah, that's all the time we have for sports. I'm Ryan Sudol. We'll be back right after the break.
This or that, this or that. You can do this when you and you that. You can do this when you and you that. You can do this because everywhere it's at.
Connect with skilled professionals to get all your home projects done well. Get started today at Angie.com.
Hood is the cottage cheese lovers love. Start with our award-winning country style. It's delicious on its own, or like this. That. Even, sure. Plus, it's got more protein than hummus and less sugar than yogurt. Then there's Hood's flavors. We expertly blend in real fruit or savory herbs for an unbeatable taste combination you can't recreate at home. Now that's cottage cheese. Hood cottage cheese. Always good, always Hood.
In 16 years, Greg Gerstner will land the perfect cannonball with friends he's already meeting now at AARP volunteer and community events to help make sure his happiness lives as long as he does. The younger you are, the more you need AARP.
This summer, happiness is a new Chevy. You can go farther, tow more, and bring along everyone you love. Your road to happiness begins in a new Chevy. Get 1.9% financing on all 2023 Silverado 1500 Crew Cab LT Turbo Max pickups, or current Chevy owners get $8,250 total value when you trade in an eligible vehicle. Visit your main Chevy dealer.
When you've experienced fire and smoke damage in your home, when pipes break and you have water everywhere, when you're concerned about your family's health because of mold, you need a friendly face to take care of it all. You need the friendly faces of Bouchard Cleaning and Restoration. We're just a click or call away. Whatever life throws at you, Bouchard Cleaning and Restoration is here for you. Bouchard Cleaning and Restoration. You keep the memories, we'll handle the rest.
The Pet of the Week is brought to you by Riptide Smoke Shop in Belfast.
So this is Dozer. Dozer is a 3-year-old bulldog mix. We've been trying to guess all of the breeds you could possibly have in him.
Yep.
He's got this big old block head, that you would see on a bully.
Yep.
He's got these little short legs. And he just smiles. He is just a happy, happy guy.
Hey, buddy.
Yeah.
How
He
you
is going to
doing?
make someone the perfect addition to their family.
Have your picture taken.
So
Who's that? Is that you?
he is 3. I can't remember if I already said that.
Yep.
He unfortunately came to us because he was abandoned by his former owner.
Yeah.
And so he came in with another dog. So they are looking for homes right now. And I believe they are pretty much ready to go.
Boy, he's the perfect little doggy too. He's so happy and just
he is.
loving everybody.
And we just say to use good judgment for dogs, cats, kids. He's pretty busy, so I imagine that, I know we've talked about dog-savvy cats before, which really is just shelter speak for cats that know how to run away if they need to.
Right.
And not instigate with a dog.
You know, he's like the perfect size too. He's not too big, not too small.
He really is.
He could go on a hike with you, but
easily.
He could also probably be lazy, maybe once he gets a little older.
Oh my gosh, of course,
What do you
of course. He was a wonderful rider in the car. Look, he's so smart. He knows exactly. He knows exactly where that is. Here, what do you think? So Dozer, actually, I want to mention, is in our stray holds right now. So when you go into the shelter, you'll see a photo of him up on the wall, but you can't get to him from the regular adoption kennel, so you'll definitely want to ask about him. I am hoping that this appearance is gonna help, because you have to behold this in person. A picture cannot do this justice.
What's back there?
What are you doing?
But we have got...
He smells something.
He does. But we have got so many dogs right now. We are chock-a-block full of animals at the shelter, and we are in pretty desperate need of adopters. So please come out and see if we have the right friend for you.
Are you the right friend for somebody?
Somebody. He's
I
going to
don't know,
go like
Emma.
that.
He looks pretty good there.
I'm going to have a really hard time not heading over at noon. Oh my gosh.
I have a feeling he won't be lasting for long.
I don't think
Somebody's gonna
so.
snatch
Yeah,
him right
exactly.
up.
Exactly. He's adorable. He was an excellent rider. He does like to roll down the windows in the car. He got every one of my windows, but he just likes to look out. Yeah.
Oh, he's so handsome. Good boy.
Now, will he be fixed and everything?
Yes. He'll be ready to go. He'll have his rabies shot. He'll have all of his other vaccinations. And he's still a young dog, so while we always recommend a vet relationship for every animal, he'll be pretty much fine for about a year, unless something unexpected comes up. But,
that's good. It's hard to, I know that I had a cat before this, and maybe if I were to go back to my old vet, but with a dog, it may be harder to get in as soon as possible.
Yeah, there are less vets in the area now, and their wait lists are long, so you need to call further in advance. You're probably not going to get an appointment a month out. That's a nationwide thing.
What a
I know.
Great personality.
He's so busy.
Yeah.
Apparently, they were trying to do something vet-related, give him a shot or put in a microchip a couple of days ago, and 3 of them couldn't wrangle
Really?
him. They just
This
gave out.
little dog.
Yeah, he is, but he's
Wiggly.
a dozer.
Yeah.
He's wiggly.
Are you good?
Yeah.
Are
But
you a
with
good
some
boy?
training, my goodness, he is just as friendly as they come.
He's so good.
I love his face. He even has like little Yoda ears when he sticks them up.
I know, and his little tail, it's so short. It's full size.
So handsome.
Somebody.
Well, Catherine, thanks for coming in today.
Thank you.
And again, if you have any room in your house, in your heart, stop by the Bangor Humane Society or maybe a shelter near you. They have lots of kitties and dogs.
Everybody
this time of
does.
year, so.
Exactly. Yep, BangorHumane.org. Check us out.
Perfect.
Thank
Thanks so much.
Thanks,
All right,
Catherine.
let's send it over to Devin for your forecast.
Alrighty, Craig and Emma, thank you very much. Your full weather forecast brought to you by Spalding's Bangor Radiator and Rust Check. Don't let rust get the best of your car. Protect it with Spalding's Bangor Radiator and Rust Check. Schedule your service now. All right, let's get into things this morning. We had a little bit of fog in a few spots this morning, mainly near the Waterville area, near Augusta, and maybe just off to the north and east and south and west as well. But for most of us, we're looking pretty good visibility, looking pretty good as we start things off on this Thursday morning. We had some showers and storms in the northern parts of the state last night. A lot of that has backed off, but otherwise for us, increasing clouds is a general idea today, so we're going to be watching out for showers and storms. That'll be tracking from the west, going toward the east with this system right about in here, already developing out there this morning. That'll bring us some of those storms during the afternoon period. Some of those make it on the stronger side, producing some gusty winds and small hail. So let's time this out, though. So by around 2 to 3 o'clock in the afternoon, we'll start to see this moving in. The worst of it, though, pretty much as we're coming home from work between 5, 6, 7 o'clock, we'll start to see this moving through. Then later on, things start to calm down. So by tomorrow morning, we'll start to look a lot better. Any clouds or fog out there will start to go away, and we'll see a lot of sunshine as we head towards your Friday. So it'll be a nice way to finish off the week. Maybe a few storms in the northern parts of the state as we head towards Friday evening, but everyone else, so we're looking pretty good. Maybe a slight chance for storms as we head towards early Saturday morning. Otherwise, though, here's a chance, though, for today. A marginal risk with a slight risk just off to the south and west, so you're going to be watching for chances for hail and some wind with some of these storms, so we'll keep an eye on that as the day progresses on. Otherwise, though, rainfall chances pretty decent today. Some spots could see up to an inch of rain or more today before we're all finished up, with a little bit more rain on the way as we run through Saturday. So we're not in drought, but rainfall is on the way, though, so I have to keep an eye on that as well. There was some heavy downpours possible in a few spots. Average high temperature 81 degrees, lower 80s today, upper 80s as we head towards your Friday, cooling off Saturday into the upper 70s, mid 70s on the way Sunday, Monday to Tuesday, back in the upper 70s again as we head towards your Wednesday. Dew points, they'll be up there again with middle to upper 60s on the way, maybe getting close to the 70-degree mark, so feeling humid out there. But by Saturday and beyond, dew points start to go down, so by Sunday, Monday to Tuesday, feeling more comfortable to get outside. Forecast for today, lower 80s, scattered showers and thunderstorms on the way, while the south wind getting up to about 5 to 10 miles per hour. Later on time, middle 60s, some thunderstorms early, then clouds and fog overnight with that northwest wind at about 5 miles per hour. As we head towards tomorrow, upper 80s, mostly sunny, northwest wind at about 5 to 10 miles per hour. Alrighty, here's a look at your extended forecast brought to you by Spalding's Bangor Radiator and Rust Check. More storm chances for you Saturday, highs in the upper 70s, mid 70s on Sunday with a partly cloudy sky, and partly cloudy Monday, highs in the mid 70s.
IPM Pest and Wildlife Services has more than 40 years of experience. We are your trusted pest control experts. We bring integrity, reputation, and effective solutions to every pest challenge. We provide bedbug, ant, flea, tick, and grub control, and we also catch larger rodents. Call today to prevent rodents and mice from invading your commercial property, home, or camp this fall. 400-7702, IPM Pest and Wildlife Services. No problems, only solutions.
It's the Toyota Summer Savings Event featuring SUVs from the longest-lasting brand, Toyota. You've been waiting for a new Toyota, so now's the time. Come and get it. Right now, you could save up to $2,300 with affordable 3.99% financing on most Highlander models. And every Highlander comes with 2 years no-cost maintenance and more. The Toyota Summer Savings Event at your New England Toyota dealer, your all-wheel drive headquarters. So come and get it. Toyota, let's go places.
There are so many fun things to do in Maine. Now you can enjoy more for less. Check out Half Off Fun from foxbangor.com.
Maine's Family Fun Track, Speedway 95 on the Onland Road in Herman. Join in the fun and action for Saturday night races. See our website for a schedule of this season's races. Speedway 95, Onland Road, Herman. A great place to take the whole family for a night of fun.
There's a limited supply available. It's on sale right now. Save with Half Off Fun from foxbangor.com.
Looking for your dream home? Contact a Next Homie today and see what's available right now. Sellers, get ready to get looped and get sold. With Next Home Experience, we have your buyers.
Singer Sinead O'Connor has passed away. The Irish musician, known best for her hit single Nothing Compares to You, was 56 years old. O'Connor's family said in a statement, quote, "It is with great sadness that we announce the passing of our beloved Sinead." They added, her family and friends are devastated and have requested privacy at this very difficult time. Her cause of death has not been revealed, but O'Connor was open about her mental health struggles and planned a memoir in 2021. O'Connor's decades-long career wasn't without controversy, though. In October of 1992, she tore up a photo of Pope Jean Paul II while performing on Saturday Night Live in protest of the sexual abuse of children by the Catholic Church. She was banned from SNL as a result. The Grammy winner is survived by her 3 children, her son Shane. He died in 2022.
Well, on a much brighter note, this 100-year-old Navy veteran took to the skies on Tuesday, flying over Urbana, Ohio in a vintage World War II plane. Donald Munsey, a World War II and Korean War vet, sat in the front open cockpit of that 1942 Boeing plane. The flight was courtesy of Dream Flights, an organization that aims to honor veterans and give them the adventure of a lifetime. Judging from the smile on his face, looks like their mission was accomplished.
Absolutely. I bet he hadn't ridden in one of those in decades.
Yeah,
That's
pretty
crazy.
neat.
Yeah. Looks like we're about out of time for now, folks. If you missed anything, head to foxbangor.com.
Hope you have a great day.